Hi, I am Edwin Bamon, and here we are in the first video, the first long video about Medellin Christmas Challenge. What is the idea? During this month, I'm going to make videos every day in different parts of the city and several topics that I want to discuss and show here that are relevant in this month of December and January. This challenge is going to be held from yesterday, from uh, December 15 to January 15, more or less. So, yesterday I was in the lights in Los Alumbrados in the Medellin River route and in Sabaneta route. I want to show you the presentation and I want to apologize if someone saw the presentation the I did earlier in the day. Well, it was a disaster, but right now I corrected my mistakes and I starting over again. I'm gonna show you the presentation. I did it in PowerPoint because it's better to do the things in an organized way. So I'm gonna show you this. I'm gonna show you that because I don't know what happens, but when I showed you the presentation, because when I start in the beginning, well, this Medellin Christmas Challenge, the Medellin River and Sabaneta tours. I told you we are in this month. We are in a very special month for the city, and like the idea is going everywhere here in Medellin and Metropolitan Area and do the things that are relevant in this time. I'm checking the transmission, so don't worry. I'm still here. Well, I'm gonna check something because I don't see the well. I'm gonna show you then the presentation. So the idea here is this is a beautiful city. This is a city that this time is celebrating a lot of things. For example, we are commemorating what is the city foundation. It was in 1675. So the city has 350, 350 years. And we are celebrating to the 70th anniversary of the utility company EPM, Empresas Públicas de Medellín, one of the most biggest, the most big company here in Medellin, and the 30 years of the Metro de Medellin. This is an institution, it's a very important for us. So the idea is that you know more. All right, yeah. I'm checking the en vivo, the broadcast, so that's why I'm checking my cell phone. It's not for something wrong. It's I'm just here and you're seeing that I don't know if you I'm still yeah, I think it is. I think it is. And checking this because the image doesn't appear, so I don't know what happened here. All right. So here we are. We're going to talk about these tours in Medellin, in the river, and in Sabaneta. Here we are in the starting point. Well, the promise is that here right now in the Parque del Rio. You can see the landscape is beautiful. You can see the landscape that is awesome. So the highway and behind me you can see some of the motifs of this lighting in Medellin. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna make the
tour and show you the images, the celebration, and the people here in Parque del Rio and Villa del Rio.
So I started. What's the way you arrived? He arrived there to the Parques del Rio or EPM. You get there and you can go in car. You can access by the San Juan Avenue, or you can go in a bus San Juan Avenue before the Avenida El Ferrocarril, or you can go in Metro Plus until the station to the station of Plaza Mayor, or in the metro in the station is called Cisneros. Cisneros was a very important man here in Medellin. He was an engineer, a very intelligent engineer that lived in Medellin. So this year we are celebrating the 350 years of the city. So here is very important the family. The family is a foundational part of this our culture, and you can see two images. They are the first one is the grandma reading her her granddaughter or grandson, and you have the nativity scene. Let's see the
It's an
video.
homage to the grandmothers. They are a very representative part of our culture. They raise their children, and boys and girls remember their grandma with care and with love.
So it's a very important part. The Antiochian family is composed by the father, mother, father, the sons, and you can have an extended family with grandparents, with grandmother, grandparent, grandfather, sorry, um, uncles. You have a in-law family too, and we have here the nativity. The nativity is very important because it's the center here in the countries with a Latin American, Spanish heritage. The idea of the nativity scene is very important. This is a part I want to highlight is the Paisa culture. The Paisa culture is very important because in what we are, Paisa people, we are Paisas. We come from this culture that developed in Colombia. It is between the west and central cordilleras or mountains. There are a chain of mountains, and it's composed the Paisa culture by Antioquia, Calda, Risaralda, and Quindío. Maybe Valle del Cauca too, and we have something common. And we are going to pass very very fast. So we have a genetic origin. This is our ancestor come from Extremadura, Spain, or Gaspar. They talk about Gaspar de Rodas or Trujillo. That was Gaspar de Rodas of Trujillo. That was someone who we were here colonizing our country, our region. They come from Andalusia, Basque people, and what we have here Jews, the Sephardi Jews, Canarians. So our cultures come from here, and we have some people that is common for us like Gaspar de Rodas, José María Córdoba, Pedro Justo de Río, Rafael Uribe Uribe, Rafael Reyes. There are several people. I'm going to talk more about this in another video because it is important. But today I want you to see what is our origin because it's very important. We have some they talk about our language. They here in the Wikipedia talks about the land inheritance. We are very appropriated. We are very strong. We have a strong connection with our land, the cuisine, our food, music. The guitar is a main instrument here, religion, and you have several information about important people from Medellin, from Antioquia, artists in sports, journalists, politicians, heroes in religion, infamous Pablo Escobar is very important in this part, and we have the reference. But this is very important for you to know what we have an origin. So I want to show you that in this. I'm going to put the presentation again. Sorry, I don't want it to erase that, but I'm presenting again. So we have here the presentation. I think it's good. It's very good. So we have here the grandmother. We have the nativity scene. Very important. Our village was established 350 years ago, and you have come here. You can see here we have the Templo de San Lorenzo, Camino San Lorenzo, what is called nowadays El Poblado. You have the way to the south. You have Quebrada, like a little river, La Palencia. This is the Santa Elena o Anam. This is very important here. Camino Acto Viejo, the road to Acto Viejo is what is called right now Bello. Bello is near the ancient Tasajera, o sea, Copacabana. We have the Medellin River or Aburrá. San Benito is a part of the downtown, the city. You can see we have like 8 blocks only, but right now we have a city, a vibrant, growing, spectacular city that has in what we live like almost 2 million, 3 million people in the metropolitan area. And in the Paisa culture, you have a lot of symbols. For example, you have the El Carriel, the carriole, if you want to talk in English, and we're going to see that.
See the career and symbol from the Paisa culture. I'm going to see the inside. Let me see what happened inside. You can see the two there. I'm inside the carriel, symbol from the floor. They don't like it here. And see the people. It's not so crowded, but it's good. It's okay. It's awesome. Wow. Like a map from here.
You can see in front of this carriel, I was in the middle of that, the words about EPM, 70 years. And we have here the Chiva. The Chiva is a transportation that is used in all over Antioquia. And before that, gonna see what is a carriel. Carriel is a leather bag. In America, is used by men for taking things. It has spaces to carry and transport. You can use it for money, papers, and other personal items. And this call is made more for men, and you have maybe this is is for hunting. It could be like a meat meaning. It could be from cart in the French quartier or for carriole, English expression. And what we have, this is the child with the carriole. It could be whistle, tigrillo. Something very important in our culture is these people, los arrieros. The arriero was the like cowboys. If you want to make the parallel in America, they take loads from one region to another. For example, from Turbo to Medellin, or from Puerto Berrío. these are municipalities, cities, small cities. From you can have a load you can transport from these regions to Medellin, for example, or to other municipalities. So this is what we can find in a carriel. We can see it in English that is easier. I'm gonna put it in English because I know. Yeah, a carriel is a small leather satchel from Colombia. Similar for a saddlebag, it could be made of rawhide or nutrient. It's similar to a hunting bag or a handbag. Very interesting. And we have here the what a chiva. The chiva is this. I'm gonna show you.
La Chiva, you can see La Chiva is like a bus in towns here in Antioquia. You can see the lights, the front, the stairs, flower stairs, and you can go inside and you can see the people sitting inside.
Chusel is an expression used when you are in a bus. It's a very funny expression. And chusele is go hurry, hurry. Drive faster is what chusele means. If, for example, it's something called here in Colombia when you are in primary school, when you are a child, los paseos, the trips to, for example, Confama. Confama is a very known and very important institution here in Antioquia. So you can go to the Paseo to Confama Las Ballenitas in Barbosa. It's a place here in Girardota, what is called the La Tasajera. And you go in the bus and you say, Chusele, hurry, hurry, drive faster. And you know about the Chiva. The Chiva was a escalera or stairs bus is a very important transportation means of transportation in the in the towns in Antioquia. It's very important. So it's I don't know what's happening here. I'm gonna get back to the presentation and rehearsing this maybe. In rehearsing, I'm gonna show you the share the screen for you to see what is a chiva. The chiva is like a stairs bus. Is a bus from Colombia, Ecuador, and Panama, and is adapted to towns transportation. They're colorful. They have a lot of yellow, blue, and red. They're our colors, and you can see what a chiva is. It's very beautiful. You can find it in Ecuador, in Panama. The description. There is something the party chivas. You can find it in this time in December. There are a lot. You can find it in the highway. You can find it in the principal attractions, in the main attractions here in Colombia. It is very important knowing to know that is the beautiful means of transportation. And following the presentation, and we're gonna show you something here because I want you to know about our beautiful culture. So in Medellin, we have a very interesting geography. Our geography is a very broken. We have a lot of mountains, hills. Medellin is like it's a valley where you have in the middle the Medellin River, and you have uh, the hills. You have the mountains, both sides, and you have in the middle. This is like in the part of the metro, all the way from Caldas to Niquia to Barbosa. You see the river, You see the metro in the same line parallel to the river. You see the metro, and there's a lot of guardian hills. I'm gonna show you, for example, in the lights you can see many of these. For example, this one, La Somadera. In La Somadera there are several cerros tutelares or guardian hills. I'm gonna show you something like that because you're not seeing my screen. I'm gonna show you what a cerro tutelar, a cerro. I'm gonna show you that because the beautiful is there are places you can visit. For example, Cerro La Somadera. You can go running. You can go hiking. You can go. I'm gonna show you that. I'm gonna stop the screen. I'm gonna show you what a Cerro Tutelar or Guardian Hill is for you to know. Well, you can have, like I told you, you have La Somadera. For example, La Somadera is between Buenos Aires y La Candelaria. This is downtown. This is in the east of the city, Buenos Aires. We have here like our division is 16 comunas in Buenos Aires and Candelaria is the downtown, Comuna 10, y Buenos Aires is Comuna 9. And what we have here, like cerros tutelares o guardian hills, Cerro Pan de Azúcar, Cerro El Salvador, Cerro El Volador, Cerro El Picacho, Cerro de las Tres Cruces. This is preferred by the nomads from here, Cerro Notivara and Cerro Santo Domingo. I didn't see the Picacho. Picacho, yeah, he's here. So La Somadera is a place near the downtown. It was a place to visit, a place to pasear. Pasear es irse de viaje, like a vacation, a small vacation, and you can go there and you can see the El Salvador y Las Somaras. They are very close, and we can see what, for example, Las Tres Cruces, that the three crosses is here in Belen. It's very beautiful. It has a very good infrastructure. People goes. It's a pilgrimage place. There's a lot of people there in Saturdays, Sundays, in the week, in the middle of the week. You can see, and you can go from various places from non-pavement road or from La Loma Los Bernal. It is like soil. So it's beautiful. You can find them in Instagram, for example. All right, we get back to the presentation. So going back to the presentation, so this part, the cerros tutelares are very important for you to visit. Like the idea is going there to several cerros to show you the photos, and because Medellin has a very good landscape to visit. Another part is the houses in
Any
Medellin.
one of the houses, beautiful, and they have the stairs, the lighting, and everything to go inside. I'm going to the stairs. I'm going to cross this part, and I'm going to go upstairs to see the house. Beautiful. You can see the detail. Like everything in here is beautiful.
So while in the presentation, we can hear the way to. This is the lights, beautiful. You can see the road. You can see this was a very very well done. You can see the birds, as
The birds,
guacamayas.
the flowers.
So it's a beautiful landscape. Changing the subject, this year the celebration, additional celebration is the 70 years of EPM. Utility company EPM provides what is water, energy, gas, a natural gas to our houses, and they in a time provided communication, but right now from Tigo. Tigo is the company, but it was separated from the main enterprise. So let's see something about the story of EPM, because it's very important. As I told you, it's a company that is very important in Antioquia. Is the base of the what is happening here. I'm gonna close some stairs. Excuse me for a while. I'm going to close some windows because they are not letting me show what I want you to see, what EPM is. But summarizing, EPM is that they are responsible for these spectacular lights we can see. It's a very important enterprise, and I'm going to show you something about the story of EPM. EPM, as I told you, is very important. It's a company that we love so much because it provides a good service, and it's EPM history. You can see here what was the ancient Medellin, and this company was created in 1955, 6th of August. And the services: energy, waste, water services, and telephone or telecommunication. You can see here the part of telecommunication was separated from EPM. UNE right now is called Tigo. And from 1998, it is a company, it is part of the state, but is a very efficient one, a very efficient company. And where is EPM? Colombia, Panama, Guatemala, Mexico. They have a lot of companies. Which business are they? Energy generation, transmission, distribution, natural gas, water, wastewater, solid waste too, and investments. It's a very important company. So the idea is you know more about EPM. Something I'm not going to show you are the little towers because I didn't translate the photos to this format, but they are beautiful. And in Colombia, you can see the clusters. The energy cluster is very important in Medellin. This year was the Feria Internacional del Sector Eléctrico, FICE. It was in November. It's a very important fair, has grown a lot, so it's very important in our context. Following the presentation, I'm going to show you more of that. Well, here, I didn't remember. Well, you can see the story of the lights. The lights was originated in 1955, but it was a very simple lights, not like today's light. Like for example, you see that is spectacular. It's awesome. You can see the butterflies, you can see the houses, you can see the flowers. It's spectacular. And I told you, 70 years making magic, making that the magic brights in your eyes. So you can see the numbers: 25,000 figures have come to life in this lights Medellin. A million LEDs, 600 kilometers for hose, uh, light hose, 160 tons of iron. So is wow, this magnitude is a lot. Is a lot. So I'm not showing you this page. So yeah, I'm gonna show you the page because it's very important for you to see what with these brought to our city. I'm gonna show you what is the lights mean to our city because it's very important. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you here. I'm gonna show you here what happens in Medellin when this. I'm gonna show you again. I'm gonna show you what EPM is, what it means to our city. You can see it. 70 years is what it is. A huge lights here in Medellin. You can see the butterfly. You can see the flower. You can see the houses, the motifs. Beautiful. You can see here this beauty, a beautiful landscape here in Medellin. Very important. And what the numbers of these lights in 2025. 25,000 figures, a million LEDs, 600 kilometers, 160 tons of iron, the poles, almost 1,000 poles. You have a lot of equipment here for in out, for uh, on and off. You have almost 500 equipped. So there's a lot of things here in these lights in Medellin. Wow, it's awesome. And following, as I told you, Medellin has a very strong cluster, energy cluster. I'm gonna show you what happens with that in Medellin because it's spectacular. You can see here in Medellin they are called energía sostenible, sustainable energy cluster. So it's very important to the in this year was the Feria Internacional del Sector Eléctrico. It is a very important fair. I'm going to show you something about this cluster because it is important. It's good to know what we are in a beautiful city and a city that is has a lot of energy, figurative and inactually. You can see here, you can see, you have a lot of companies here. Is Closet Energía Sostenible, Cámara de Comercio here in Medellin. And you can see with the purpose. There are a lot of companies. You can see the businesses here. So it's very important. I think in this year, the lights have paid an homage to this cluster and to EPM because beside EPM we have ISA, ISAGEN, and we have several companies that are dedicated to this energy sector here in the region. Very important. Maybe I can talk more during this month, but right now I'm gonna let in this point, gonna let that information in this point. Following the presentation, I'm gonna show you the rest of the tour. Here you can see Domo.
The line for the dome, you can see it's pretty long. So if you want to go inside, well, you have this arm. Come here armed with patience, a lot of patience.
So the dome is a beautiful place. You can go, you can see the match. I didn't enter yesterday, but it was very interesting. Right now, I'm entering in the celebration of the Metro de Medellin. The Metro de Medellin is the most loved institution here in Medellin because it changed for the better our city. Our city, well, it was a good city, but in the 90s, more or less, the Metro de Medellin was something that improved the Paisa culture a lot. Because the Metro has the Cultura Metro, is something that makes us proud. And to this year celebrates 30 years. And what is the story? It's a very interesting story because in the 80s or 90s, Medellin was in the baddest part of his history our history was pretty bad. In 1989, we have the wars of the cartel. You can see here this was the elite. I'm gonna, but we can go out, we can fight our way to the light, and we can get better. You can see it's very important the Hispano-Aleman consortium, and it was a very tortuous way to the top. It's very important. And the city, it was like, I think in its moment, I thought it was impossible to see the metro functioning, but right now we have Metro, we have Metro Plus, we have Metro Cable, we have electrical bus too. So it's a very important um, development in our city. So we have here what this is the, for example, you see the Colteher building. This is downtown. It was very a very tortuous way, but what you see, you didn't, I'm not showing you the, sorry, I didn't show you see the El Colombiano image. I'm gonna show you because it's very important. Right now you are seeing it. Yeah, this is. You can see this is the news about the metro. The metro born in the chaos and makes rebirth Medellin 30 years ago. This is its story. Because in 1898, 89, sorry, we are in the middle of the war with Pablo Escobar, so it was a very, very difficult time. The city was almost destroyed, or it looks like destroyed, but we can go out. We could go out and fight our way back to be a very good city. And you can see here, you can see it was a dream for 40 years. It was a miracle because you can see what is called El Viaducto. You can see the Colteher building, and you can see that metro is a very important institution. Transportation is with the people from Medellin love that too much. Is wow. We love the metro, la cultura metro, los cables, el metro, metro cable. So it's a very good, very important uh, sightseeing here in the city. I want to show you the presentation because here is my guide to showing you what the city is. You can see the photo is wow,
This is
awesome.
one of the best lights I have seen here. This is for the Metro de Medellin because the Metro symbolizes our culture, the way we are a very educated people. We love this city. We love our infrastructure, and the Metro symbolizes the culture, the politeness, the kindness of the Paisa people. So this is awesome. I love this. Wow, I love it.
And this is the end of the road for the store. I want to show you this.
Continuando the walking, we are in the Puente Guayaquil. Guayaquil Bridge. You can see the homage to utility company EPM. You can see the landscape is beautiful and the 350 years of Medellin. It's a beautiful landscape. It's awesome. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And you can see here the march to EPM, to the city of Medellin, to the metro, to the stations, to several places like the Sumadera, like El Picacho, like Cerro Las Tres Cruces. You can see from the bridge, you can see a panorama from there. You can see the river, it's beautiful, it's awesome. You can see that little castle, the little tower. You can see the EPM march. And following is beautiful. A lot of people. I think that with the days it's going to be crowded, more crowded. But right now it's beautiful. I recommend you to visit here, to visit this part of the city. There's alumbrados, the lighting is beautiful. I'll continue, I'm not sure cut here, and I'll follow in a while.
There was the tree, the Christmas tree, beautiful, and the following image is in the jets where the children can
For
play.
the children, you can see the jets, the water, beautiful. They should have a very good health because the climate is a little cold, but they're going to be very happy here in the water. It's beautiful. And you can see the bigger ones in the background.
Yes, beautiful. I'm gonna see here. So I was told that Sabaneta has a beautiful lights. So I go to the metro and follow
And
my
at the
way.
station, I was in a while in the river, Consuelo Rio, in Parques del Rio, and I'm going to Sabaneta Park, Parque Sabaneta, to see the light there. So, see you in a while. In Sabaneta, in the park, pretty good lighting. Not the level at Medellin, but they are good. So let's find out how beautiful they are. Let's check that.
So in Sabaneta, the lights started I think like November 28th, I think. So are very beautiful too. They have a beautiful lights there, and as I said, they are not as big as Medellin's, but they are pretty good. So I'm gonna show you something about Sabaneta because it's a very interesting city. It's a small city in Medellin, in the area metropolitana, but it's good to know what this city exists and it has a beautiful light that you can visit during this time, the December and January time. You can see here Sabaneta. This is the Telemedellin webpage. You can see the opening. It was in November 28th. So I'm gonna show you. This is the what's beautiful is from the page from the government. Yes, it's beautiful. So you can go there to Sabaneta to know more. I'm gonna see. We are finishing this video, so I'm gonna show you what happened in Sabaneta because it's a good city to visit. It's a good city to go there. It's something. It's awesome.
People come here to
This is the park of Sabaneta. You can see the big numbers 2026. You can see the park, you can see the arch, a place to eat. You have a like a mall here, like the yeah, chorizo, some things to buy, to eat. A lot of people. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful place. You can see it was in the street with my cell at hand, and you can see in the trees. You can see the lights. It remembers me, for example, La Playa in the 80s, 90s. You can see this kind of lights. But right now they are pre-modern. And going to the downtown, La Playa, the Avenida La Playa is in the downtown. I'm going in some days. I think in this month I can go, or maybe in January. And you can see that there's a lot of people. There's beautiful these buildings. The Christmas, yeah, it's beautiful. You can see the cars. You can see the people selling things. You can see that the people is very very excited about this. You can see the lights in some parts, pretty simple lights, but they are beautiful. They are lights that you can see, yeah, the trees. You can see the way it's this beautiful, this the floor. You can see this tower, this Christmas tree, beautiful. You can see the lights, a lot of people, but you can walk that place. You can see here the food zone, the cuisine zone is beautiful. Following here, following my way.
Seeing in Sabaneta is beautiful, beautiful arts, Christmas trees, a lot of lighting. You can see the trees, natural trees, and the arc. Wow, beautiful.
They haven't finished. Yeah, what there is more. A last photo, a last video, and we are done. I'm gonna show you the end. It was I learned a lot during this transmission,
But I
and I
told you,
suffer a lot
you
too.
can see here the Christmas trees, the arts. You can see the angels with their trumpets, the seraphim setups or something like that. You can see it's like a kilometer, like half of a mile of lighting. Sorry. So it's beautiful too, like Medellin, Sanque. So you can go to the Sabaneta station in the metro, and you can head to the park, and you can make your tour here to see the beautiful lights with the family, with your child. You can see the Santa Claus and the elves and these characters, these Christmas characters.
So we are in the end. So I recommend you go to the lights. They are beautiful. Medellin has a lot to offer. It's a beautiful city. It's a beautiful place. You can go. You can enjoy. The city has the open arms to see you, to embrace you, to hold you. So see you tomorrow. I didn't visit nothing here because I have something familiar, something with my family, but I'm going and come up with something for tomorrow. See you. Bye. Thank you for your time.